Hi everyone, welcome back to Beautiful British English. My name is Paul and today's lesson is all about conjunctions, linking words that allow you to list and add information when you're speaking and also when you're writing. Welcome back. So in today's lesson we're going to look at how to use some conjunctions or some linking words effectively and fluently. Now, we are looking specifically today at linking words that allow us to list or add information. There are other types of linking words, but we're just looking today at listing and adding information. We're not looking at cause and effect. We're not looking at linking to alternatives, anything like that. We're just looking at some simple listing and adding. Now, I've chosen to start with conjunctions relating to listing and adding because this is something that we all usually need to do. And if you are preparing for your IELTS exam or any other type of English exam, you will need to use conjunctions like this in your writing and also in your speaking. These are some of the easiest conjunctions that we have, but we're also going to look at some of the more interesting and some sort of less commonly used conjunctions as well. Right, so conjunctions for listing. So you can see on the board behind me, I've got three columns. So we have the first column is when are words that we can use basically to just list things in an order. So perhaps you're describing a process that you have to do. You do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this. So you're listing things, okay? So these are words that we would use to list or to describe the order of something, okay? Then we have these, the second column, are linking words that allow us to list or add, but these are words that really allow us to add other words or other things of equal importance. Okay, so equal importance. Then we have our third column, which are linking words that allow us to link to more information and to give it what I would call a higher priority. Yeah. So this is linking to more important information. This is linking to information of an equal value, and this is just ordering or listing things. Yeah? So let's start with our first column, listing and ordering. Yeah, now you could be listing and ordering anything. It could be items on a checklist, it could be things that you have to buy from the supermarket, it could be names of people. Doesn't really matter. You can use, very, very simply, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. You could alternatively choose to use an adverb form. Firstly, secondly, thirdly. You have to stop at thirdly. There is no fourthly or fifthly. Okay, so firstly, secondly and thirdly. You do have finally though, which is obviously at the end of your list you would come to finally. Now some of the other alternatives that you can use rather than just saying first, second, third would be next, then, after, and finally, and. Yeah, so let me give you an example. First, you need to do this. Next, you should do that. Then you have to do this, and after that, you do this, and finally, you do that. Yeah, so we're listing things probably in the order of some kind of sequence. Yeah, so pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Now, let's take a look at our second list. So our second list, if you remember, are linking words that allow us to link to or list or add more information, but this information is of equal value or equal importance to something. So here you might have, over here you might say, okay, first do this, second do that, third do this. So we have the order of importance. This one, this one, this one. Here what we're saying is this piece of information is just as important as this piece of information. They are equally important. Yeah. Okay, so for example, in addition, first you should do this, but in addition you also have to do that. First you do this, and then, but in addition you also have to do this. Yeah. So what you're saying with in addition is you're saying both of these things are equally important. You have to do both of them. Yeah. One more thing. Perhaps you're talking about, you know, some things that are important to you, and you say, okay, and one more thing, this as well. And you're adding that that is just as important as everything else that you have said previously. There's some others. I won't go into detail with all of them, but if you have any questions or you're not sure about any of them, just drop me a line, let me know. So, coupled with, this is a very interesting one. Very uncommon, I think, especially for you guys as English learners. Very natural for natives, but for English learners it might be difficult. Coupled. What is something, when we say coupled with, what does that mean? Well, let's just break it down. So, a couple generally means two of something. Okay? But when we talk about coupling, the verb to couple, we're talking about sort of man and wife, husband and wife, coupling. Yeah? So coupled with is linking to something that is just as important. The man couples with the wife. Exactly, etc. Okay? Equally important. I'm pretty sure that one is self-explanatory. This is equally as important as that. Together with, additionally, as well as, I'm pretty sure they are straightforward. Likewise. Likewise is one of my favourites. I don't use it as often as I should, but likewise. Likewise allows you to, again, it's about the equality, but you're saying this is this, so they are likewise. Yeah? In the same fashion. This is not one you will hear or see very often, but I thought I'd include it. In the same fashion. It's just a great way to say two things are equal in the same fashion. You can also use and or in this case as well. So, I know, I like ice cream and chocolate. They are both equal. I would like ice cream or chocolate. They're both equal and I have no preference. Okay, so we have listing and ordering. Then we have adding to your list, or adding extra information that is of equal importance. Now, our third column allows us to add yet more information, but to give it a higher priority than the previous information that you have already listed. Okay, so some of these, a couple of these I know a lot of you guys will be familiar with, and I've included them at the bottom here, moreover and furthermore. And the reason I have included them is because I know a lot of you guys know these two linking words, but I was curious to know whether you really know what they mean. Because yes, they are used to list or add information, but were you aware that when you use moreover and furthermore, you're really prioritizing that extra information over and above anything else? Yeah? And a lot of you guys use these words without really understanding the true meaning of the words. So, moreover and furthermore allow you to prioritize over and above anything else. Okay? Other words or other phrases that you can use, and some of these will be quite advanced, but I recommend that you try and learn them, especially for your IELTS Cambridge English writing exams. Not to mention. What's more? On top of that. To say nothing of. In the light of. And uniquely. So all of these conjunctions have the very, very similar meaning of allowing you to prioritize the next piece of information. It's very similar to moreover and furthermore. My recommendation to you guys is stop using these words. Stop using them, and if you want to sound more natural and more fluent, practice these. Yeah? If you need any particular help with any of them, let me know. Practice using some of these phrases and words to link to important information of an equal value. And okay, I'm pretty sure that you don't need any help with these. You shouldn't need any help with just listing and ordering things. Yeah? But if you do have any questions, please get in contact and let me know. Cool. That is the end of our lesson on conjunctions for listing and ordering information. There will be other lessons on other types of conjunction some point in the future. If you have any requests, let me know and I will try my best to create a video just for you.